Hi everyone, welcome to Pick a Card reading. I hope everyone's doing great. I don't do these readings every week now as I've been a bit busier, so I try to do them at least once a month or as and when I'm urged to, although I'm very tired today, but it seems that I am urged to do this reading today. So yeah, this might be a little quick one, but I'm going to try my best. So without taking much time, so we've got 3 piles as usual. Just focus on one that attracts you straight away as you turned on the video. So these are runes, and we'll just take it from there then. So yeah, I will see you in your reading, in your pile, the one that you chose. Hi pile 1, welcome to your pick a card reading if you chose this particular pile. Now please remember that these are just general readings and only take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. So let's just start with your reading. All right. Let's start. So the first card here is Crow Spirit, but it's upside down. So let me just make it straight. So Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, number 17. And this particular card is the umbrella card or the theme card. So theme of this entire reading, or what is the energy that is sort of very active, or a message that is very strongly coming from the universe, is that when this card is sort of upright, crows are considered like messengers from the other side, or there's some mystical energy around you, or universal support, and they definitely get your attention when they make their sound. But when this card is upside down, what it is saying is that somewhere you do not believe in this magic. You're very much stuck in your head, and you think through things very logically, like, this is the start, this is the end, and this is how things should be. This is the path. You don't believe in sort of magic, at least not in this moment. Maybe you believed in it once upon a time, and the way things have unfolded, you do not feel there is any hope or there's any miracles, magic. Everything is very black and white for you from start to end. Whereas this card, when it says co-create with Spirit, what the universe is trying to tell you is that you need to open your eyes to the sideways where there is all the magic and miracles, and just need to sort of work on that part of your story, instead of being a very sort of black and white and start to end sort of a person. So yeah, so there's a lack of hope here, and somewhere along the journey you've lost that belief in the magic. So yeah, so this is sort of a little nudge for you to start looking for that magic. The second card we've got here is People, new supportive connections. This is more sort of in line with that you've lost hope, and you think that there is no support in this realm, which is physical realm, as well as the spiritual realm, if you believe in that, or whatever you believe in. But what the universe is saying is that whatever you're going through, whatever your situation is, whatever it is in this particular moment, there is enough support around you. It's just you that you're not seeing it. There is no absence or lack of support. The spirit or the universe is always co-creating with you, but you're not allowing it, so you're not seeing it. So that's what the sort of message is coming very strongly with these 2 oracle cards here, that you need to widen your horizons and you need to allow all this support and opportunities. So maybe networking with people will lead you to your next best opportunity, next best relationship, next best job, next million, whatever you want. So the key here is believing in the availability of that support, be it from the universe or from the physical realm. So no, you're not by yourself. There is support. It's just that you're not seeing it. So yeah. The next card that we've got here is 4 of Crystals, Logic, and it's upside down. So let's just have a look at this card. Logic. So 4 crystals, which is like, a logical pathway. Very much like I said, that's what is sort of seen here. And when it is upside down, it is like you believe in your logic to an extent where you're not open to anything else. So it's sort of, over belief in logic, like everything is very practical. This could be just the Saturnian energy as well, the masculine energy, which is all about work, 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 and then you see the result. So there's no fairy tale, there's no wishy-washy, there's no hocus pocus, there's no, spirit, and there's no universe, there's no miracles, etc. Everything is very much like, I do this, I get this, I fail, I win. Very black and white energy. So this is where you're sort of operating right now. Very logical, very much like, I did all this, I put in so much effort, I did this, I did that, but then this happened and that happened and I failed and things didn't turn out the way I wanted it, and this is the way it is, this is the end of the path. So very that sort of energy. The next card that we've got here is Courage, Seven of Wands, and it is reversed. So let's look at this card upright. This particular card actually, so this is a very strong message for you, because this card dropped out of this pile when I just picked up this deck of cards, and for some reason I decided to put it back into into my deck of cards, and I reshuffled, and then this came out again. So obviously I was supposed to take this the very first moment it fell out of the deck. So take it as it resonates. So Seven of Wands, Courage. Wands is again fire energy, movement. And what we can see here is dagger, sword, etc., which sort of says that you have courage to sort of, get through whatever you are experiencing right now. And all these masks and totems and masks are basically just, your fears, your self-limiting behavior, more like, illusionary fears that this is the end of something. Like, I worked so hard, I built up this castle, now it has sort of, collapsed, and this is the end of it. So again, a very restricted, logical, limited path where there are no sort of, hopes, no vision of regeneration, very black and white world. And then so that's the mask, but you also see there's a lot of stained glass, there's totems and all this stuff, which is your spiritual support here, you're the universal support, the support of the creator, universe, whatever you believe in. But when this card is reversed, it's like you lack that courage. So you believe somewhere, not that you lack this courage, but you believe that you don't have this courage. You think something is a dead end and that is end of it, whereas the universe is saying that is the beginning of something new. But you're so set in your logic, you're so set in how you believe, what you believe, your old patterns, old habits, that you're not willing to look at all this magic. You're not willing to believe that there could be regeneration after all the destruction, or everything sort of failing could be a start of something new. So you need to sort of focus on that aspect of you, where you see hope, where you see faith, because light always follows the dark. So wherever you are, that's the message that is coming across. The next card that we've got here, again reversed, is Five of Worlds, setback, and it is reversed. So when this particular card is upright, what this card is showing is that even Earth goes through different cycles of destruction, drought, floods, fire, famine, things are abandoned, things are destroyed. But then again, there's regeneration from that. It is not the end of this planet. It is not the end for you, whatever setback you've had. But the setback is more in your mind and in your belief rather than in your actual physical manifestation or life. Like if it's one relationship, then that means that it is a beginning of a new relationship. If it's a job, if it's a career, if it's an opportunity that has ended, which means it is a beginning of a new one. But I think you're very set at what has ended rather than looking at what does this mean in terms of, is this then beginning of a new opportunity? So that is what this particular card is saying when it is set back as reversed. So you need to focus on the fact that whatever is ending or ended, whatever has ended is meant to end, because there's something much better that has to begin. That you have to look past this logical path that has been laid for you by your old belief pattern, society, family, culture, values, etc. But you have to make your own path, co-create with spirit, co-create with universe. That is what your purpose here is, to sort of create your own path and walk that path, not walk the path that someone else created for you. And so far, probably that's what you've been doing in terms of, whatever this matter is or situation is. Next card that we've got here is Ruin, beautifully undone, and it's reversed. Let's have a look at this card upright. And it's a very beautiful card. At least I really like this card. And you can see there are a lot of crows in this particular card as well. And there's your theme is the crow. And it is no surprise that this card sort of, came out. Like I said, energy just flows through these different decks and cards, and everything just aligns by itself. And that is the magic that I'm talking about, the magic that logic cannot sort of explain, that how and why this card with the crows would just sort of come in the same card deck where the theme started with crow spirit. But yeah, so that's where, you need to allow room for this sort of magic and synchronicities to sort of start working in your favor. You don't have to just sort of start believing in fairies and unicorns, but what I'm saying is that you need to believe that everything in this universe is sort of working in your favor, and that is the reason why you still exist on this planet, because you're still needed, which means there will be all the support to get things done, whatever you're here to do. So yes, ruin. You can see, things have been destroyed, broken, fort, castle, whatever you want to call it. Everything is dark, black, gloomy. It is almost an end. It's almost like, when you have as a woman, like, when, or a man if you have ponytail, but when you tie your ponytail too tight and then the band breaks and then your hair is just sort of like allowed to be liberated, allowed to be free from that pain because it was just way too much. That is what this card sort of feels like, where there's been too much of set path, too much of pressure, too much of expectations and how things should be. Everything was so set, like this is how it's meant to be, and but it did not turn out that way because the universe had another plan. It breaks the band and everything is liberated. But when this, so beautifully undone, but if you see this card was reversed, so what happens is in this particular card, you can see the lady is sort of unleashing, or she's undoing, her arms that were crossed, which is resistance, or, thinking that everything is doom and gloom. But the moment she releases or liberates herself, with those crossed arms, you can see these red petals that just flow around like color. There's suddenly so much, beauty in this particular card. There's new growth, there's regeneration with crows, like I said, are symbol of mystical world and mystical power and universe. So with all the support, this particular card, it shows how beautifully it is undone. And that is what the universe is urging you to do. But it seems like you're still sitting with your hands crossed, focused on the fact that, something's not worked the way you wanted it to be. Something's broken, So what the universe is saying is that you need to undo it. You need to just, liberate yourself, undo the moment that you're sitting in where all you're focused on is this dark doom and gloom. But the moment you accept that wherever you are is because this is where you were supposed to be. It is not that, you don't have to blame someone that, this is the reason why things didn't work out. If only I had done this and that. No, you were always supposed to be where you are right now. So this is a diversion. This is the way universe wants to divert you from the path that was not yours, to actually put you on a path which is going to be yours, the one that you are going to co-create with the universe. So take it as it resonates. The next card that we've got here is Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Owls considered a symbol of wisdom. So that could be this networking part that we spoke about, that, you need to network with people, or sort of, establish connection with the universe and, meditation, etc. And be open to this wisdom, because there is a new opportunity coming for you, and it'll come from one of these avenues. If you are the person that can do some grounding in your spiritual and meditation, then it is going to come out from the clouds in sort of like, out of nowhere. You will get that next opportunity. It'll find you. And if you're a person that can network with people in this physical realm, then opportunity is going to come from one of these people. Your next opportunity is waiting for you. Either way, either allow the universe and establish the connection with the universe through meditation and stuff, or allow other people in this physical realm. So allow the universe to help you through these people. But definitely networking is going to help you, whichever path you want to take. Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. So yeah, that's a card that sort of supports this, undo sort of thing. Take a chance, take a risk, see the hope, see the faith. Your next best option, your next best opportunity is waiting for you. The next card that we've got here is Sunday. Number 1, go inwards, develop a vision. Now, this is a symbol of sun. sun is full of light, whereas you're sitting in dark, which means there's enough and plenty of light looking forward on the horizon. Sunday could mean something to you. I'm making this video on a Saturday. Maybe this is the day you're going to see it tomorrow, Sunday. So there might be something important for you tomorrow or the next Sunday. And so what it is saying is go inwards and develop a vision, because you're too stuck in this dark path. You're too stuck in the fact that something did not work out, something is broken, something had to be like this. Whereas the universe is urging you to focus, like I said, inwards, or with the help of friends, families, and your support people around you. You need to develop that vision that this is not the end, this is the beginning of a new path. Like there is light at the end of this destruction and tunnel. This cycle of regeneration, destruction, regeneration is very, very obvious here. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, definitely very beautiful. And number 1 is also initiation. So if this you think was the end, then this card is telling this was the beginning. So yes, and sun is the soul. And this is what is sort of coming out. Like, you need to sort of accept what has happened. The moment you do that, the initiation process starts. The new beginning will start. But if you keep sitting in that energy of blame or why things did not work out, then you're not allowing this new energy to sort of flow through and new things to begin and take shape and take form, because you've got too much resistance here with 7 of Wands. That's the reason why I've got the card underneath. Next card we've got here is Transform Anger, 34, 3 plus 4, 7 again. So 7's also sort of standing out in this deck. 7 of Wands, and then again 3 plus 4, 7. So do sort of, so 7 could be a number that is, I don't know, important to you. Transform anger. Now, you might be holding some resentment, some anger towards a situation, people, person, or anything, a moment that has led to, this diversion. So what the universe is saying is you need to transform that anger. Now, anger is a very interesting emotion, and I very well know it because I've spent quite a few years working with it. And it is nothing but it's a very, very potent, very, very strong, fast-moving energy. That's all it is. And most of us sort of, don't know what to do with it. And the pressure is just way too much to keep it inside. Like I said, it's a very, very aggressive, very fast-moving energy. So what we do is the next best thing that is available, we lash out at something or someone, or, because we don't know what to do with it, and then it releases itself. There is no control. But what the universe is saying is that if you just undo that moment where you're stuck, where you're sort of thinking, this is why, that, you give up that blame game of why this happened. It's because of so-and-so, I failed, or she failed, or he failed, or, etc., etc. Let go of that, accept that this moment was supposed to be, doesn't matter how it unfolded, but you were supposed to reach this point of destruction, or, this point of something not working out. The moment you realize that, this anger then will be used to propel you forward on that new path. This anger is a very, like I said, very active energy. If you can channel and sort of, guide it towards a path, then it can help you to go forward with, a lot of pace. But it's all about understanding what that emotion is and how to sort of channel it. It has taken me a lot of years to sort of work with it. But then, like I said, it's a very sort of fiery emotion, and a lot of people don't know how to sort of control it or work with it. So try to sort of, if you release that blame, this will sort of help you. Acceptance of that moment or current situation always helps to channel that anger into an energy that is going to propel you forward on your new path. The next card that we've got here is Serendipity, merge with the flow. So you can see that there's a lady with her hair open. So this is where that, whole example of the ponytail came through, is that you can see her hair, they're like open, but it also sort of falls onto her face, which means a blocking of vision. And she's got her back turned to everything or the opportunities. Although there's all this green lush, regeneration here, but not sure if she's noticing that, because her focus is more about, something didn't turn out, so she's turned her back onto it. So what the universe is saying is, universe is asking you to sort of merge with the flow of whatever's happened, merge with this flow. If you merge with this flow, then this sun is obviously the light is at the end of that tunnel. It's going to be much better than what you imagine, because sun is the most powerful source of energy. And so merge with the flow. And this is where this whole cycle is with you currently. The next card that we've got here is victory. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. So you're probably standing at a point where you don't think that, you will have success, victory in whatever this matter or topic is. But whereas this little affirmation or the card from universe says the otherwise, that if you release this moment, if you just unleash your wings, unleash your arms here and let go of that pressure or whatever's holding you back, thinking this is the end and this is how your life will be, or this is how miserable things are always going to be, the universe is saying there's regeneration at the end of the tunnel. There's a lot of light. You just need to allow, like I said earlier in this thing. The next card that we've got here, or the last card, the one that you chose, is answers. This is a rune. Also looks like a word F, so if that resonates or means anything for you, number 4. What it shows is like there's a staff and there are like sort of 2 branches of feathers coming out of it. One, so answers, this is more like I think a Latin term for to breathe in. So in a life, there's breathing in and then there's breathing out. So that's how sort of that entire respiration process goes, and that's what the universe is urging you to do here, is that let the inspiration and the ideas flow in through the universe, from outside, from people, and then so you can express it through your creativity and art, and let that energy flow in and out. So maintain that equilibrium, that balance, but only you can allow. If you don't allow the inspiration, wisdom, guidance, energy, etc. to come through in, then you cannot express it, and that is where you're sitting in that stagnant position, thinking this is the end of everything. So take it as it resonates. But yeah, this is the message that is sort of coming through very strongly. Now we've also got some charms here. Let me just see what we've got. We've got a card called Enough. So this is pretty much universe saying, whatever you've been doing up to this point, it was enough. Like, this is the end of whatever you've been doing, whatever path, logic, etc. But now it is time to charge onto this new path, the path that your soul or the path that has chosen, or the path that you're supposed to be on. So yeah, we're going to put it on this one. And we've got letter R, if that means anything to you, release. That's what I would say. Release, undo those arms, like beautifully undone, release that resistance, R. So yeah, take it as it resonates. This could be a name, this could be someone that you're in relationship with, or I don't know, whatever the matter is about. Then we've got this little angel, star, moon, everything. So there's universal support, there's no doubt about that. And we've got Saturn here, which is a very strong masculine logical energy. But yeah, we're going for the sun energy. We've also got the crown. Crown could be the crown chakra, wisdom. So allow that wisdom to flow in so the creativity can come out. We've also got a little cat. Cats are very curious. So, you need to allow that curiosity, that hope, that magic to come out, and let it wander free, liberate it, give it room to breathe, to sort of take its sort of path. And we've got 2 little hearts, like 2 different sizes, which could mean, heart-to-heart sort of conversations, heart-to-heart relationships, or putting your heart into something. But also we had networking here. This entire reading could be about a relationship, so take it as it resonates. But last but not the least, we've got a little key. So the key to unfolding this new path and how your current situation moves is in your hands. It is in releasing that resistance. It is in releasing that moment where you're sitting and blaming something, someone, moment, situation, etc. So yeah, take it as it resonates. So pile 1, that's all I have for you today. Please take only what resonates with you and leave the rest here. But above all, just have a very good week. And I'll see you whenever the next reading is. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your pick a card reading if you chose this particular card or rune. Let's just get into your reading. All right, let's begin with your reading. The first card that we've got here is the umbrella card of the reading, which means that it is the theme or the main energy that is dominant in this entire deck, or you can literally say message from the universe. In this particular case, the first card that we've got here is Dolphin Spirit reversed. Let's just look at this card when it's upright. So we've got Dolphin, and there's this flower or light underneath it, and it says this and that are true. So it seems like there is a contrast. So there contrasts like, here and there, this and that, dark and light, up and down, right and wrong. So what is very powerfully portrayed in this entire reading will be this contrast of duality. And that is what is very strongly standing out in this. And this is a very powerful deck, because you will notice, because I've already sort of, taken the cards out, and I already understand how strongly this contrast is going to play in this entire reading. So yeah, very magical being a reader. But you also see that when it is reversed, the light is on the top here, and then the dolphin is in the dark here. So take it as it resonates. This could be your situation. This is how you feel, that you're somewhere in the darkness, or you can see that contrast from the darkness. You can see light up there or at the horizon. The second card that we've got here is Dark Thoughts Consciousness, and it is reversed again. So in this case, what happens, the light is at the bottom because the card is reversed, and the darkness is at the top. So if I take this card upright, you can see there's a maze here, like, there's a person standing with dark shadows, and there's light at the horizon, but this person cannot see anything. The person is very sort of confused as to where should they go from here. Should they take this path, or should they look for something else? So there's a contrast of dark and light, duality again. Confusion, there's a lot of confusion, cloudy judgment here. There's lack of clarity when this particular card is upside down. The clarity is at the bottom here. So yeah, so there's a lot of sort of darkness. So more like I said, with duality, so it's decision making, that you're at the crossroads of something. As far as I can feel the energy in this particular pile, there is a crossroad. And like I said, I was just urged to do reading today, although my schedule is very busy. But maybe there's this pile that strongly this energy was pulling me, that there is someone who needs to make a decision. There is some clarity that is needed. So yeah, this pile is very strong energy. The next card we've got here is Justice, number 8, Adjustment in this particular deck. So adjustment again. So you can see there is two sides of the story, with the scale. So it's again, and you can see in this particular card, we've got blue and green. There's not much difference between the color blue and green if it's allowed to merge and flow. So what I'm seeing here is, again, adjustment, the balance is needed, but there is lack of that balance. You're standing at the crossroads, very confused in terms of which side. Which side is right or wrong? Which path is right or wrong? The next card we've got here is Oppression, number 10, which is 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed. Now, 10 of Wands in a traditional tarot is too much burden, too much thinking going on, too much of this or that, too much reasoning going on. But there's lack of clarity. It seems like you are taking too much burden. You're carrying too much baggage that is too much for you to continue forward now. So things have to be dropped here. This is it. You can't go forward now. You have to make a choice. For so long you've been just, piling up wands and sticks and walking and thinking, I can manage, although the pressure has been too much. But now the universe has brought you to this part of the maze where you have to make a choice. It is this or that. This or that. That is where the confusion is. Now, this could be in a relationship. This could be in a business. This could be at work. This could be in general at life, or any other moment or situation in your life. Take it as it resonates. But yeah, a very clear demarcation between this and that, before and after, here and there, now. So yeah, those sort of terms. Next card we've got here is 7 of Swords, Futility. Now, this card is reversed. So what it means is that 7 of Swords is also a card of deception. Whereas when it's reversed, it seems like, you're aware of that deception. And any efforts that you're going to make to keep this mask on, or any efforts you're going to make to carry these 10 wands or this baggage or this burden, whatever this moment or the situation is which has brought you to the crossroads, you can't take it further. You have to drop those efforts are going to be futile. So you have to drop that deception of that, you're strong and you can carry more, you're just building up pressure. That has to be dropped. This is that moment. This is the turning point. This is the crossroads. And there is no going forward with the baggage here. Something has to be dropped, and a choice has to be made if you're being sort of, you're delaying making a choice because you're too busy, you don't want to make it, you don't know what the choice is. Now is the time that the choice will have to be made, for this opportunity to sort of blossom into what is meant to be for you. But the choice is yours. Next card we've got here is Gateway, and that's why I said, it makes me laugh the way this pile, every card is sort of pointing to duality. Like you can see there's a sacred journey gateway. There is this side of the world and there's that side of the world. There's a gate that looks pretty scary, but there's light on the horizon. And this person, this lady, just stands there and she's just staring at it. And you've spent your life, a very long part of your life just standing at the gateway thinking, what will happen if I go to the other side? What if what I see is not true? What if it does not turn out to be the way I want it to be? What if? But now that moment has sort of passed where a decision has to be made because there is no other way. So you can see two paths. You can see two sort of, it's a crossroad. Like, you walk or you don't walk. Which one is right? The duality of, this side or that side. Which side is the right side? Or, which side is going to lead me to my success, my next best relationship, my next best, business opportunity, project, or next $1 million, etc., etc. So there's a very clear-cut demarcation that you've been brought to. So very interesting. And the next card is Archway, which is very much a replication of this gateway. There's an archway, there's flowers on the other side, there's a path, there is an entry. You have to make a decision. You have to make a choice. But there's lack of clarity, and that is the reason why there's this, stop to sort of go, what do I do next? The next card we've got here is Dog Close-Up, Pleasure with a Close Friend. Now, you could have a pet as a dog, that is just as a support card. Or this could also mean loyalty to yourself, loyalty, honesty, being authentic of who you are. This deception of masks and everything has to fall off now because you're at the crossroad where you can't carry on more burden like you've been carrying all this while pretending to the society world that you're strong enough to tackle all this by yourself. So this dog could also mean that there is support available for you and you don't have to do this any longer. This needs to stop. This has to stop. So that's the reason why you're at crossroads, because the universe has to step in. Next card we've got here is Alpha and Omega. Again, it is, duality, the beginning and the end. You are free in the choice of the moment. So although there is a gateway, there's a path, there's a maze, there is, a balance, the choice is yours. You still have free will to choose to stay where you are or to move forward. If you stay where you are, maybe, there's an opportunity that is going to pass by. And that was the best opportunity you had for something to sort of unfold in this moment. Maybe you will get it in future, but we can't talk about future in that way in terms of, we don't know in terms of time what future means. So what we can decipher from this particular reading is the current energy. Like no one knows what is in the future, what is right and wrong. No one sort of decides, but it is in this moment. What do you do in this moment? How do you decide? You decide from a place of clarity, and to get that place of clarity, you need to center yourself. And this is what the universe is saying. Universe is saying there is no pressure. You're free to make a choice in this moment. This is that moment that you are free to make the choice, but you're not free from the consequences of your choice. So whatever choice you make, whichever side of the gate you decide to be, whichever path you take, the consequences are yours. Both paths will lead you to eventually that destination that you're supposed to be. One might have a little bit more lessons and obstructions. The other might be very smooth flowing. So there is no right or wrong choice. It is just about making the choice. But so far, you've not even made the choice. And actually not making the choice is also a choice, which means that you've decided to stay on this side of the gate. You're not taking on to the new opportunities. So yeah, very sort of confusing pile, but at the same time, very interesting pile. You have support number 36. So you can see here there's a person, and again there is a duality here. There's a mask that this person is holding, and then there is the person themselves, and they have a blindfold that is tied, and their hands are free. So they can literally release this blindfold. This is more like 8 of Swords. So this person can release this blindfold and move forward and see everything that is available to them. But because of your self-limiting beliefs, fears, etc., whatever is keeping you in that dark, you have created this darkness by blindfolding yourself, not allowing yourself to see what is available. And then on top of that, you wear this mask of strength, the mask of courage, the mask of deception to say, this is who I am. I can take more than what life is throwing at me. You're not accepting the situation. You're not taking advantage of the opportunities that are being presented. So all you have to do is, so you have support. That's what I said with this dog card. So you need to understand you don't have to carry your 10 of Wands by yourself. There is support, and the support is here for a reason, to give you clarity to choose the next best path, the next best path that is unfolding for you. Next card we've got here is Vertigo. Whatever you choose will be correct. Exactly what I said, doesn't matter where you go. All paths lead to the same destination. One could be the longest path, the other could be the shortest path. The question is, which one is the shortest and the sweetest path? We don't know when you stand here, but in the moment of clarity, one path, like this particular key, will become very clear, and you can see all other keys are reversed. And this path will stand out. But for that, you have to take off your mask and your blindfold. You can't have your mask and your blindfold on and then expect that whatever path you choose is going to be a piece of cake. For that, you need to have clarity. For that, you need to accept your authentic self. So, but regardless, make a choice. Whatever you choose will be correct. So right now you're sitting in a worry, a lot of worrying happening here with that 10 of Wands. So that is futile. That worrying is not going to take you anywhere. Just choose one path, and then, be loyal to the path. Stick to the path and go with the consequences of the path, knowing that eventually it will lead to your success. Success is guaranteed. That is definitely not a doubt. Such a big key is opening up the door for you. The next card we've got here is Beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. So this is what you need to do. You need to allow what is within you to shine, not the mask, not the blindfold. This is where your magic is. The moment you allow this, the moment you allow your inner self to shine, you accept yourself the way you are. You've got weaknesses, you've got vulnerabilities. So does every other human. The moment you accept that, the blindfold and the mask will be lifted, and this key will be revealed for the next best path, that one path that you need to choose. And that will end that demarcation of two paths. So those two paths are actually just an illusion for you with your masks and blindfolds. They basically, both paths lead to the same destination. So there is no duality. It is actually the same energy with the two ends of the, two polar ends. But the energy is the same with one on this side, one on that side, but it is a same string. So that's how these two paths are. The destination remains the same. The energy of the destination is the same no matter what path you take. So just make a choice. The next card we've got here is Ehvaz, number 19. And you see this is like a letter M. Now, this could mean something for you, or in this particular case, what it means is this is like a relationship or horse. Now, you might be fond of horses, or horses are companions. It's again companionship. But what it also shows is two paths merging to that same destination that I've been talking about. So, so that's what this particular card is about. Now, we also have some charms for you. For this particular pile. Let me just get them. All right. So what we've got here is Trekkie. So Trekkie is basically universe urging you to make a trek, or this is also pertaining to Star Trek. So anyone fond of Star Trek, adventure, journey, etc. is also called Trekkie. So it's time for you to, be the Trekkie, be the person who goes for the adventure, who goes for the journey. This is your moment now. Then we've got a letter Q. So Q, for me, it stands out to be quiet. In that, quiet space, you're going to get that clarity. So yeah, there is no Q in terms of, there's no line for this path. This is your own path. So that's what Q stands for. Then we've got this little decoration that you have at the, door in Christmas. We've got a little Christmas angel. So there's enough support. We've also got Christmas stockings. So yep, all the wishes and the desires, they will be fulfilled. We've got little cat adventure. And we've got moth, a bee, so a moth, so transformation. So transformation is on the horizon. Then we've got anchor. So this was that loyalty that I spoke about. So, you know, you need to stick to your path, and you need to sort of follow that path firm. Like there's no going back and forth. So stop doing that back and forth, because it doesn't take you anywhere. The amount of effort you put in to go forward, then you put a lot more effort to come backwards. So you're not going anywhere. So you're stuck at one place. And then we've got the elephant. Elephant are, you know, sort of like you can pave the way, and it's the one with the trunk up, which is considered sort of, you know, lucky. So you are the elephant. You're the one who's going to pave this way and create the way as you go. So there are no two paths. There is only one path. It's just an illusion. And then we've got the key. The same key that, you know, we've been speaking about here is exactly the key that we got in charms. And this is just a random accident. It's not like I chose this particular key, but it just fell out of the pile. So it is very clear this moment right now at the crossroad is the key to your success in whatever you desire, whatever you've put into this stocking, Christmas stocking, wishes, desires, or in your heart. This is the key to sort of unlock it. And it is in this moment. So yeah, take as what resonates, and please leave the rest here. Moreover, just please have a very great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi Pile 3, welcome to your pick a card reading if you chose this particular rune or the card, and let's just get into your reading. All right. The first card that we've got here is Bee Spirit. Sweet results await, number 7, and this is reverse. So this is the umbrella card, or the theme of this entire card deck reading, or the message from the universe, an energy that is very active here, is that you've been sort of, you know, very busy working individually, and the moment the reason why this card is reversed is that, you know, there are sweet results that await, but you feel that there is a lot of time or distance between you manifesting those results or you celebrating that success. So you put in your hard work, but there is a doubt. There's an energy of doubt between you reaping that reward. You sort of feel like you're the bee, but you lack you doubt your potential. You think like someone else has to do this job to get those sweet results. Like you don't understand your own potential, that you are the reason why those results even exist. So it's a doubting your own potential sort of energy. The next card that we've got here is New Beginnings. New Beginnings reversed. Regardless whether, you know, upside down or upright, this card is always sort of a very good card, because it's a card of initiation cycle. You can see the small baby, and there's a lot of light radiating out of this baby. There's a new path. There's, you know, all these flowers, they're blossoming, but this light makes it also bright and so happy, cheerful. So there are new beginnings on the horizon in regards to whatever, you know, your query, your question, your concerns are: relationship, business, money, new career, or life, health, etc. in general. But when this card is reversed, what is happening is that you think that this particular light is coming from outside to you. You're not understanding that you're the one that is radiating that light, and that is what is strong in this particular card as well. Self-doubt, you know, doubting your own potential. So you are the one who's actually the block or the obstacle between you and your sweet results. Very sort of strong message in the first two cards, and a very like, you know, it's very rare sort of both cards to marry each other so well, but it's a very strong energy of self-doubt here. The next card that we've got here is Nine of Voices. So this is your current energy, where Nine of Voices is basically Nine of Swords. So you can see there's this lady who's holding on to something which is a representation of memories or things that have happened in the past, and her eyes are closed, but they're sort of lightly closed. She's not in a deep sleep, in a sleep of peace, where, you know, like you can see this lady in the corner here, you know, she's sleeping liberated. She's naked, so that is a representation of liberation, free from worries, into clouds. Like everything is so light and deep, and, you know, everything is very happy-go-lucky, sort of, you know, this light sort of feeling. Whereas your dominant energy is this, where you're holding on to some memories, some concerns, some things that have happened in the past, and that is sort of causing a lot of worry. You might be having some sleep issues at the moment if this resonates with you, but there's too much going on in your head, too much on the plate, and some concerns. Yeah. The next card we've got here is number 5, the Hierophant. Hierophant. Now, Hierophant is more to do with it could be like, you're on a spiritual journey, or, breaking free from institutionalized rituals, beliefs, and etc. But in this particular card, you can see, and what fits into this situation is, there is this seeker. The seeker is you. You can see the seeker has traveled a long journey to sort of, reach and meet this particular oracle, because apparently somehow the seeker found out that the oracle has all these gifts, and when this oracle is going to cast its vision on the seeker is going to suddenly have all that success and everything that they hope for. They've been burning these lanterns and everything around the oracle to give them warmth and give them everything. So the focus is outward. The focus is all out here. But the seeker does not realize that what they see up here as the oracle is actually their inner self. So it is exactly what this card is. They think that the light is coming from outside, so they're seeking it out there, whereas the light has been within themselves all this time. This is just an illusion. The oracle, the seeker is the oracle. You already have the answers within your heart. We all have it. And this is where the light radiates from. The light does not come from outside. We are the source of light. We're not the seeker of light. But we just have to understand. We have to understand our own potential. So you're doubting your own potential. You just have to realize your own potential. You are the bee. You are the honey maker. You're the one who's creating these results. You are the child that radiates this light and that illuminates the world. This all is in your hand, and you are the oracle. You are your own oracle. You're the one who has the key to everything unfolding. But you just have to realize it and believe in your own potential. Next card we've got here is Page of Inspiration. Now, pages are very young energy, so they're not very experienced. They're very curious, exciting, and that's what you see. There's this lady, she's in black, but look at her hair. They're just like, colorful, all different colors of inspiration, a cloud of inspiration, everything sort of radiating out and, putting some color in the world, colorful ideas, new inspirations. And so that is the energy you need to sort of get into, because you're blocking it when you're sitting in that energy of, I have done all I could and this is it. I am not the one that can, reach that sweet results. So the moment you get into this sort of inspiration and start taking, allow your inner light, inner wisdom, inner craziness, inner color, whatever you want to call it, allow that to sort of radiate out so that you can create these clouds, colorful clouds that you want to see. But this color is going to radiate from you inwards. This is not something outwards in. This is something that goes from inwards to out. Just a little adjustment in how you perceive things. That's all is sort of needed. Next card we've got here is Flower, Reclaim Joy. Again, what this particular card means is reclaim joy. That means the joy is already yours. That means these sweet results are already yours, but somewhere along the journey you've sort of, decided or believed that this is coming from somewhere outside and you cannot have it. Like, look at this lady. She's sitting in a boat very close, but the distance, what you can see from her reaction, emotions, and the energy of this particular person is that this flower, this joy, is very far. She's focused on the sticks that are around. She's not even looking at the flower. She's not even aware of that flower. She's focusing here because she thinks this is an illusion. This is somewhere out there. She does not understand that this is just a projection of what is in here. And this is just universe making her aware that you can have this because you are the reason this flower is blossoming here. So yeah, just focus on that belief, the potential. Next card we've got here is Bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So you need to find that courage to sort of, go forth towards your joy. You need to have that courage. Don't back up because you somewhere believe that this is not possible, or someone's told you this is not possible, or because you've put in so much effort and it has not manifested. Maybe you need to look at what are the blocks, and you are the block right now. You're the block. You're doubting your own potential is the biggest block right now. So what the universe is saying is don't sort of back up and charge forward. And this is the firecracker excitement. This is that flower. This is that excitement that we've been talking about. This is that colorful cloud. This is the oracle. This is that cloud of sleep. This is the peace, what you need, the excitement. Everything is here. Go from here to here. Have that energy of charging towards your desires, what you want. Don't give up here thinking, other people get this, I am not capable of, or this is not for me, this is how my life will end. Yeah, you need to get out of that sort of hole. The next card we've got here is Virgo. So this could be you, or you're dealing with a Virgo, you're in a relationship with a Virgo. Harvest the crop. And again, there's a flower, and there is an hourglass. There's time, and there's a timeline of 6 weeks to 6 months. Now, I don't know. And there's number 6 here again. Too many sixes, 666. So 6 could mean something for you, but take it as it resonates. It seems like this opportunity, whatever you're working on, or whatever this opportunity, a specific opportunity, new beginning we're talking about in this moment, it is somewhere within the 6 weeks, 6 months. So there's a window of opportunity that has opened for you to get what you desire. So the energy is flowing, this red, the flow of sand, the energy is flowing in your favor. So in next 6 weeks, 6 months, you can manifest whatever you desire, provided you believe in your own potential, and you believe in all the support that is provided. So you need to allow things to sort of, unfold, and let them come to you rather than putting up blocks yourself. Because right now, because you're such a strong manifester, that you're actually putting your blocks, you manifest your blocks very easily, because you are a very hardworking bee. So just sort of, stop doing that thing that you do that puts the blocks. So all you have to do is do your work, and then release release the desire of what the result will be, because the result is guaranteed to be sweet. Because there's only honey that's going to come out of that bees. You're not going to make something bitter out of it. So the results are guaranteed, but you have to allow it to be. The next card we've got here is number 2, and there's number 12 on top of this person. So I don't know if that means anything for anyone. Assimilate life experience. So what the universe is asking you, and there's a Cupid on the top. So if it is about a relationship, so what it is saying is that, incorporate all the experiences that you had up to this point, and appreciate all the lessons, appreciate all the effort that you have put in, and believe that all this will lead you to that success. You have all the tools, you have all the support. There's quite a few people here. There's support from the top, there's support from other people, there's tools, there's skills, there's everything that you need is in here. But you need to allow that experience to be incorporated here, because you're sitting in a lot of you're wallowing in self-pity, self-misery, and lack of sort of movement. The next card that we've got here is number 18, Mosaic. Let chance play its creative role in your life. Take a chance. You're not taking that chance on yourself. That's the chance that we're talking about here. Take a chance to move to this flower, this firecracker. Don't sit in self-pity in that boat and think this is the end. You're the bee. You worked hard. You deserve the honey, and it is yours. You are the creator of the honey. But give life a chance to play its creative role in your life. Allow that process of creation to play its course. Like you can see in this particular card, there's a lady and there's a mask she was wearing, and it's cracking because she's allowing that energy to flow through, the energy of authenticity, the energy of who this person is, and they know what they deserve and what they have created. The moment she does that, the masks, they start to sort of fall off, and the purple ribbons that you see, they're wisdom. So there's wisdom coming at her from all angles, and she's naked, which means she is liberated, she's free, she's allowing everything to incorporate, she's assimilating those experiences. And you can see she's not holding these ribbons tight, she's not holding on to the wisdom tight, she's not holding on to the mask or old patterns, old habits, or the doubt of potential is breaking away when the wisdom is allowed to sort of surround her or wrap her naked, liberated body. So this is what this entire card is about. So allow that potential to shine, because that's the reason why the honey is created at first choice. So number 16, joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. So this card literally just summarizes this card here. Let's just put it upright, because that's what the universe wants you to do. You need to understand that everything is radiating from you. You are the oracle, you are the light, you are the joy. So you need to understand that everything is being created from within you. There is no there is no that. Everything is everything is here and now. So you cannot get from here to there. This there will come here the moment you realize that you are the one who's got the potential and who's got the power. You are the light, you're the source of the light. That is the point of this entire reading. So take it as it resonates. Last card that we've got here is Haggle. This is the rune that you chose, number 9. So what this particular card shows is disruption. So H is for hail, and this is the symbol for that. Hail is just sort of disruption, a storm, something that you are creating from the energy that you're sitting in. So it's a temporary phase. If you change the energy, you stop the hail, you stop the damage, you stop the hurt, you stop the pain, you stop everything, and then the sweet results will just flow to you. Like I said, you're the light, you're the source, you're the joy, everything is emerging from you. And all these cards sort of summarize that very well. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. And what we've got next is some charms. The first little dog tag that I've got is miracle. So you are the miracle. There is no miracle out there. The miracle starts in your heart, within you. You're the source of light. You're the source of miracle. You just have to believe in your own potential. The next thing that we've got here is we've got a little... we've got peacock, so colors. So peacock is the most colorful sort of, bird here. So that's what it's showing. What the universe is saying is that when you open your feathers, the colors, they radiate from you, and people get excited, people get happy. So, and you think, because you cannot see your feathers, you think the happiness is in people, the happiness is out there, but the happiness or the colors are radiating from you. You're the one who's lighting up all these people. You're lighting up the world. You're illuminating the world. So peacock fits very well. Same thing with the butterfly here, transformation and all those colors and changes. Then we've got little angel, dragonfly, transformation again. We've got a rose. So that's indicative of that flower that I've been talking about. But this could also mean that if your query is about a relationship, that there is love in this particular relationship or, situation. And as this is validated by this little tag called love, we've got a little letter called E, which could mean emerge, enough. And that's what I mean, like, everything emerges and radiates out of you, and take it as it resonates. This could be your name or someone important whose name starts with E. And then we've got dollars. So this is literally that sweet honey, or this could represent, if it's a business, it's money. If it's relationship, it's love. There's health, there's rose, there's angels, there's everything. There's all amount of success in this particular pile. You just have to allow it to be. And that's all I've got for you, pile 3. Please take what resonates with you and leave the rest here. And I will see you in our next reading. Take care.